Using a pick, you want to open up the handle, reach behind here, and pop off this cover right here. And get your finger in behind there as well. And just pop that cover. Using a pick, you can get behind this cover right here, just pry it out, and just pop that off. Now there's a screw right here. I want to use a T20 Torx bit. I want to go ahead and fit this in there right behind the handle. Get that started. And we can go ahead and just use a socket and pull that out the rest of the way. Down inside the door panel, there are two Phillips head screws here. We want to go ahead and remove these two. And there's actually one more Torx bit underneath this handle here. So I want to go ahead and remove that one as well. Now this here is a T27 Torx bit. And that's why we didn't remove it with the other one. Go ahead and pop that socket off and we just spin that right out. Down in the lower corner of the door panel, there are also two T20 screws. I'm going to go ahead and remove these. Using a door panel trim remover tool, we can go ahead and get underneath, get your fingers under the edge, and go ahead and give this a tug and release the plastic door pins. And then go ahead and lift up on the door panel. Now go ahead and lift up on this little black tab right here. You can use your trim tool to get in there and just work that connector off. And put the door panel aside. Using a T40 Torx bit, you want to go ahead and remove this screw and this screw. These hold the mirror to the door shell, so you want to make sure that once you get those removed, or at least loose, support the mirror so it doesn't fall off. Okay, we're going to go ahead and disconnect the two connectors right here for the mirrors. There's a little tab underneath. You could actually use your finger. It's going to be easier to use a little pick, push up on the clip, and disconnect. Do that the same on this one right here. And just pop that out. Now what you want to do is pull the harness out, follow through to this rubber grommet. What we're going to do is actually push this inside the door. Okay. Now we're going to finish removing the mirror. Hold the mirror and remove this last screw. Okay, as you pull the mirror out, it's going to want to pull this here. So I'm going to go ahead and feed that through. We're going to continue to pull that cord through, and we're going to pull it through the front of the door and then remove this mirror. Now for recording purposes, we did tie a string onto this here. We will be reinstalling this mirror. That way there we can go ahead and pull the harness right back through the original position without pulling off the inner panel. So when installing these caps, they have the foam back on it. The longer sleeve or shank here will go on the bottom. That'll fit through just like so, and then we'll use the original screws to attach that. I'm going to go ahead and get these screws started here. Then we'll go ahead and snug these down. Snug those up. Reconnecting the power door lock switch. line that up, press it until it clicks. All right. Next, what we're going to do is take the upper part of the door panel and we need to fit it into this track in the window sweep. I'm going to pull the door handle through the panel. I'm going to go ahead and line up the door on this here and press it down into that. We're just going to work this trim piece. You can either pop this trim piece off. Most of the times you can line that up like that. And then just pop on the door clips, the pins around the door. We have two Phillips head screws here with the hex head on it. I'm going to go ahead and line those up and get these installed first. Next, using a Torx bit T25, pull the handle and get the upper screw installed. Get that threaded in. We're just going to get this started, and we're going to install the two lower ones at the bottom of the door panel. This one started down below. And then the other one is down here. I just want to go ahead and, once they're bottomed out, just give them a little snug them right up there. You don't want to over torque them. You're just holding the door panel on. So, and we'll do the same for the bottom corners. Go ahead and line up your trim bezel here. Line that up and just push it in. Snap that on. Then you want to install your hand guard bezel here. And that's it.